Good morning, children. Welcome back to your online business study class. And let's start another topic of your marketing chapter, and that will be labeling. Right now, when we talk about the labeling are basically can be understand the label which are pasted over or which are attached with the packaging of a product. Right, it's basically a simple looking but important task in the marketing of goods which are relating to the designing the label to be put on the packaging. It means once we pack our product for the purpose of providing protection to it, for the purpose of providing more attractiveness to our product so that the consumer will come and purchase it. After the product is packed, we need to label out our product, right? Now label out can be understood as a form of simple tag which we attach with the product, or it can be also understood by a complex tag which can have certain information about the product, which can have a form of graphic also, or that are part of packaging only, right? So it labeling is basically a process which provide all the details about the product, which provide all the information about the product to the customer, right from the contents used in the product, the method of its use, the prices, and all other details, right? So let's see that the different function which are performed by label. So the first function of labeling is describing the product and specifying its content. Now the main reason for labeling any product is and putting label over the packaging is to provide all kind of information which are related with the product, right? The product quantity, the type of product, and how to use that product, what kind of product it is. So each and every information regarding the product are described and written over the labeling process, right? The next function of labeling is identification of the product or brand. Now labeling is also important to identify its product from other product, and also to identify that what kind of brand it is, right? Every product which are labeled contain the product information, and it also contain the brand name of a product. So basically identification information are provided by the label, which include its name, which include its address of the manufacturer, it include the net weight also, when it was packed, and what was the manufacturing date, the maximum retail prices, and its batch number. The next function of labeling is grading of the product. As in the earlier videos, we have discussed that grading is basically giving a grade or classifying your product, right? So it is another function of label by which it is easy for the purpose of grade out the product into different categories. Now it is a job of a marketer to assign different grade to the product so that the customer can easily understand that which grade or which category of product it is, so that according to its category choice they can go through with that product. Now next is help in promotion of product. Labeling is also providing informations, and by a complex and designable graphic label, it also works as a form of promoting the product. Now if a careful design of label has been done, it also take or attract attention of the customer and give a reason to purchase them. By writing lots of message in a graphical manner onto the product as a form of label, we are promoting our product also. Like you have seen certain examples of your hair oils, like I can take the example of amla hair oil only, where it was written बालों में दम life में fun. So this is what, this is just we are giving a quality of that hair oil as a form of a message. So this can also promote our customer to come, this can also promote our product and pursue our customer to come and purchase it. The next is providing information required by law. Now even there are lots of legal act which has been passed for the purpose of providing protection to the consumer, right? Now these acts say that before a product will get actually sold to the market for a customer, all the necessary information should be provided regarding the product, right? Suppose a product is there, it has to be labeled for what kind of product it is, or if it is a food related product, right, it has to be mentioned that whether it is a vegetarian product or a non-vegetarian product. So all those information which are legally responsible, which is legally should be informed to the customer, those all information are provided into a label. Now these all are about the different function a label did. Children, you need to understand that label is what? Label is basically a way of providing information related to the product, right? एक प्रोडक्ट से रिलेटेड जितनी भी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है वो कहाँ पे मिलती है? आपको लेबल पे मिलती है. एंड लेबल इज बेसिकली यूज्ड ओवर द पैकेजिंग ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, राइट. नेक्स्ट वी हैव प्राइसिंग. प्राइसिंग बेसिकली क्या है? नाउ व्हेन वी परचेज एनी प्रोडक्ट वी नीड टू पे आउट सर्टेन मनी फॉर दैट प्रोडक्ट, राइट. वो मनी हम क्यों दे रहे हैं? वी आर पेइंग दैट मनी बिकॉज दैट प्रोडक्ट इज हैविंग सर्टेन वैल्यूज. दैट प्रोडक्ट वंस इट इज एक्सचेंज टू द कस्टमर गिवन सर्टेन बेनिफिट टू द कस्टमर, and just because of that benefit customer is getting satisfied. For that the customer is ready to pay out a price or pay out a money. That money which a customer is paying for exchanging the product is called as price, or this whole process is called as pricing, right. Now during the time of pricing of any goods we need to be very careful, because if any wrong pricing has been done about any good, then it can have an effect of a low demand or low supply also. Like if suddenly the prices of a good will increase, the demand for that product will get decrease, right. Or if the prices of the goods will decrease, maybe the demand for that product get increase, right. So a firm need to be take all those kind of decision very carefully regarding the pricing. Now pricing is also considered to be an effective competitive weapons. Why? Because if it is a market of perfect competition situation means where for one particular product there are lots of competitors available in the market. यानी एक ही product को produce करने के लिए बहुत सारे producer market में available हैं. So that time what can happen? We cannot go through with a high pricing system that time, right. Because if you will fix the prices high for your product and services, the customer will go for the another product. So these all kind of things need to be careful. If it is a monopoly system into the market where a product is produced by one person only, one producer only, so if you put the prices high also, if a customer required the product, he will purchase it no matter what are the prices of the product, because he don't have any other option. So pricing is basically a value, or pricing is basically amount of money which a customer is ready to pay out to the seller for the exchange of its goods and services, right. Now let's see the different factors which affect the price determination. Now during the time of determining the price of any product and services, we need to careful about lot of factors. Now these are the different factors which we have to keep in our mind during the time of determination of prices. And the first is product cost. Product cost basically say that before deciding that what will be the price of any product, we need to calculate that how much cost of production has been done. It means how much cost of producing has been done during the time of distribution of product, during the time of selling of product, and during the time of production of the product. It means एक product को produce करने में, उसको distribute करने में, उसको sold करने में, promote करने में कितना expenditures आया है. We need to take care about all those things before deciding the product cost, right. Now if a owner is there who is thinking about long run time, राइट. जनरली हम करते क्या है दैट हम प्रोडक्ट की कॉस्ट और प्राइसिंग वो रखते हैं जो कि उसके सारे कॉस्ट को इन्वॉल्व कर देता है, राइट. इट मीन्स वट एवर द कॉस्ट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट विल बी देयर, एक्सपेंडिचर जितने उसमें हो रखे होंगे मिनिमम हमारे उतनी प्राइस उसके रखते हैं. बट इफ अ न्यू कंपनी इज देयर, न्यू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज देयर हु इज थिंकिंग अबाउट लॉन्ग टाइम, so they can also have little bit less cost of that product, so that can be the other cost or other money can be attempt from the later on future time. Now we broadly divide the cost of product into three parts: the fixed cost, variable cost, and the semi variable cost. Now fixed cost basically say that which does not vary with the level of activity of a firm, राइट। इट मीन्स अगर आपके प्रोडक्शन का जो वॉल्यूम होता है या फिर सेल का जो वॉल्यूम होता है वो इंक्रीज हो या डिक्रीज हो, fixed cost will not change, so that kind of cost will be called as fixed cost. Now the variable cost basically say all those kind of costs which are variable, which are changed according to the change in the unit or according to the change in the production unit or selling unit. अगर प्रोडक्शन यूनिट में चेंज होने में या सेलिंग यूनिट में चेंज होने में अगर कोई कॉस्ट चेंज होती है, दैट कॉस्ट इज called as variable cost. Semi variable cost are all those cost which change, जो कि change तो होती है but they does not change directly proportion, यानी वो direct proportion में change नहीं होती हैं. So those costs are called as semi variable cost, right? Now for example we can understand as a form of semi variable cost, if we are paying a fixed salary of 10,000 rupees to a marketer, right? And suppose we are giving him a commission of 5% more, so this 10,000 is fixed but the 5% depend on how much selling has been done from him. So this will be called as semi variable cost. Now if we are talking about variable cost say that one chair come as 100 rupees of cost of wood, 10 chair will come 1000 rupees of cost. ये क्या है आपका फिक्स्ड है, 100 में ही आपकी पर चेयर पड़ रही है. लेकिन वेरिएबल कॉस्ट वो होता है सपोज कि जब प्रोडक्शन यूनिट हमारी इंक्रीज होती है तो जिसमें कॉस्ट क्या हो जाती है, चेंज होने लग जाती है, राइट. सो दैट विल बी कॉल्ड एज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट. नाउ व्हेन वी ऐड योर फिक्स कॉस्ट, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट एंड सेमी वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, देन वी गॉट टोटल कॉस्ट, that is called sum total of fixed, variable and semi variable cost. During the time of pricing any product, we need to take care about the total cost of that particular product. The next thing which we need to keep in our mind during the time of pricing of product is the utility and the demand, right? It means एक यूटिलिटी कितनी है उस प्रोडक्ट की, वैल्यू क्या है उस प्रोडक्ट की, और उस प्रोडक्ट की मार्केट में डिमांड क्या है. बोथ द थिंग्स इफेक्ट द प्राइसिंग ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. नाउ लाइक द प्रोडक्ट कॉस्ट सेट द लोअर लिमिट ऑफ द प्राइस and the utility provided by the product and the intensity of demand of the buyers set the upper limit of the prices, right? It means price की जो कैपेबिलिटीज है वो उसकी लोअर लिमिट को तय करती है और जो उसकी डिमांड होती है मार्केट में वो उसके अपर लिमिट को तय करती है, राइट. वी कैन से दैट इफ द क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट इज whatever the quality of the product is there, according to the quality of the product it will decide that what can be the minimum limit of the price of that product, or according to the demand from the market we will decide the maximum limit of the price, right. If there will be more demand आपकी प्राइस क्या होंगे, ऑटोमेटिकली इंक्रीज होते जाएंगे. अगर लेस डिमांड होगी then it is not going to affect your prices more. Now the buyer may be ready to pay up the point where the utility from the product is at least equal to the scarcity made in term of the price paid. Now what will be the prices what a consumer will ready to pay out? So he will be ready to pay out that price where the utility, it means जो utility or satisfaction the product is giving to the consumer, product is at least equal to the value of the price which they have paid. यानी जितनी उसकी कैपेबिलिटीज़ है प्रोडक्ट की, जो सेटिस्फेक्शन वो कंज्यूमर को दे रहा है जब वो प्लस जो मनी हम पे आउट कर रहे हैं उस प्रोडक्ट को परचेज करने के लिए, दोनों इक्वल होंगे, दैट अमाउंट अ कस्टमर विल रेडी टू पे आउट फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट. Next is extent of competition in the market. Now extent of competition in the market is also one of the very important factor which affect the price of any product. Now this basically say that what is the condition of market competitors, right? What kind of market is there in the how many competitors are there in the market. Now between the lower limit and the upper limit where would the price settle down? Now this is basically going to affect between the nature and the degree of competition. Like price will be reached to the upper limit in case there is lesser degree of competition, while under the condition of free competition the price will tend to be set at the lowest level, right? So this basically say that if there is more degree of competition or if there is a perfect competition situation into the market where there are lots of producer and seller of a same product, in that case what is going to happen, the prices are tend to reach the upper limit, यानी prices कैसे हो जाएंगे, upper limit में हो जाएंगे. In case there is lesser degree of competition while under condition of free competition the price will tend to set at the lowest level. So basically competition is something which is going to decide about the pricing of a product also. Next is government and legal regulations. Now there are certain rules and regulations and legal act or regulation which has been made from the government side also, so that unfair practice related with the price fixing cannot be done with the customer. For this, if a government is going to intervene for regulating the price of a commodity, so it also affect that what can be the price, because if government will be intervening for the essential commodities को जितने भी goods होते हैं where government basically intervene, so these good or these are the certain product where the producer cannot charge high prices, right? So it is completely depending on the intervention of the government also, that what charges or how much prices they are allowing for a particular goods. Now, next is pricing objective. This also affect during the time of deciding the price of a product, that what is the objective for the fixation of the price of a product. Now, if we say about the objective, the main objective is basically to maximize the profit. यानी जो main objective firm का होता है वो क्या होता है, profit को maximize करना. But there is a difference in maximizing profit in a short run or in a long run, right? इफ अ फर्म इज डिसाइडिंग, अगर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डिसाइड करती है कि उसको प्रॉफिट को मैक्सिमाइज करना शॉर्ट रन में, वो क्या करेगी, टेंड टू चार्ज मैक्सिमम प्राइसेस, वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्राइसेस प्रोडक्ट के चार्ज करेगी, क्योंकि उनको क्या करना है, प्रॉफिट को कवर अप करना है एक शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में. if a firm is there who want to have a profit for a long term also, यानी अगर कोई फर्म है जिसको अपने प्रॉफिट को मैक्सिमाइज करना है एक लॉन्गर टर्म के पीरियड के अंदर, so they will not charge so high prices because they will have more time and they can earn this greater profit through the increasing in sell also, right? Now this is all about the different factor, and there is one more factor we will be talking about, that is marketing method used. Now this also affect the pricing of any product, that what are the different tools or what are the different marketing method which has been used for the purpose of promoting and for the purpose of exchanging goods from producer to consumer. Now it's basically a process which is affected, it means the pricing is एक ऐसी process होती है जो affect होती है कुछ मार्केटिंग एलिमेंट से, लाइक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कैसा है आपका, क्वालिटी क्या है सेल्समैन की जो आपने एम्प्लॉयड कर रखा है, जो आपके गुड को इन्फॉर्म कर रहा है या सोल्ड कर रहा है, द क्वालिटी ऑफ द एडवर्टाइजमेंट क्या है, आपके सेल प्रमोशन एफर्ट्स क्या हैं, टूल्स क्या हैं, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पैकेजिंग हैज़ बीन डन, हाउ यू हैव डिफरेंशिएट योर प्रोडक्ट, आपकी क्रेडिट फैसिलिटीज़ क्या है. सो दीज ऑल आर द डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स विच आर गोइंग टू हेल्प आउट यू ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ फिक्सिंग ऑफ प्राइसेस, राइट? So this children, this is all about pricing and the different factor which affect the pricing. In the next video we will be talking about the physical distribution element.